3 of the Basketball Champions League. It is Partizan Belgrade here at home against Stelmet Zielona Gora from Poland. Both these two teams in Group E of the Basketball Champions League then come into this one with identical 1-1 records, both having defeated MHP Ludwigsburg. Zielona Gora were the victors on game day 1 with the slender 72-70 victory. Partizan win on game day 2, 65-64. As we look at the other teams in Group E, the games that will go on in this game day 3, both today and tomorrow. Ludwigsburg, as I mentioned, have been suffering 0-2. They are searching for their first win at home tomorrow night. As we see the battle between the Greek and Turkish giants also going on tonight in Group E. So both these two teams, as I said, 1-1 records, both having those victories over Ludwigsburg. Zielona Gora by 2 points, Partizan by just a single point, to show you how closely these two teams expect to be. And as always, this arena here, the Pioneer, the Alexander Nikolic Hall, is often the difference. So there we see the records of the teams in Group E. Like Athens at the top, Besiktas in second place. The two unbeaten teams in this group, they will be battling it out tonight, also in Group E. There is, of course, a long way to go. As we see the standings again, Sassari, Zielona Gora, Partizan, and Zolniki all have the 1-1 record. There's a long way to go, though. Remember, there is 40 teams currently in the competition, battling it out to be one of the 24 qualifiers into the playoff stages. As we see the Stelmet Zielona Gora lineup, the man to keep an eye on is James Florence. He is the leader for them coming into this one. The man who played at Mercer University in the United States, averages 17.5 points a game. He is one of 3 double-figure scorers for them. He is helped out by the number 42, that is Nemanja Jurisic. As the two leaders on that team, the inside-outside combo. Florence, the point guard. Jurisic, the power forward, 6'8". And now we see the Partizan Belgrade lineup. Partizan, a low-scoring team. They have 2 players in double figures. They're led by the number 14, Stefan Vesevic. The 6'11" centre, averages 15 points and 5 rebounds a game. But really, you've got to look also to William Hatcher, the man who averages 12 a game but pulls all the strings at the point guard position. Plays a vast amount of minutes, the number 25, and his influence is always big in this game. So here we see the Stelmet team coming out. They've started life relatively well in the Polish league as well. They have currently a 4-1 record to sit in second place in their domestic league. They're coming off a season in the Polish league where they've been where they were champions in 2016 after 2 second-place finishes in 2014 and 2015. They finally got over that hump to become champions last year. As I said, they've started life pretty well here in the Basketball Champions League as well, with a 1-win and 1-loss record. There are the Zielona Gora fans. And now we see the hosts, Partizan, coming out. Partizan currently playing in the Adriatic Basketball League. They're faring pretty well in that one, as we often see. They're one of a host of teams. Loss at the moment, only sitting in 4th place. And that loss came for them this past weekend against Budućnost, away from home in Croatia. They couldn't get the victory there. There is big Juras Lukovic, the man who changed the game in their victory over Ludwigsburg. As we can see, Coach Zikic, the man in charge. Going to shake hands with his opposite numbers. It's Partizan, the head coach of the Polish team. So the players just exchanging mementos, and they'll go through the final stages of their warm-up. So some of the key protagonists in today's game. I mentioned some of the leading scorers. This Partizan team, they use their bench, they go deep, especially in this Basketball Champions League game. Really, for me, William Hatcher at the point guard position is one who does a lot for them. 12 points, 4 assists a game. Partizan, said, coming off the loss on the weekend, led by Nikola Velishkovic, who had 15 points and 7 rebounds. The only other man into double figures was Frank Robinson. Robinson hasn't seen a great deal of court time in the Basketball Champions League. He averages 5 points a game and an outing of 11 in that loss to Bucharest. On the other side, Zielona Gora. A decent game, 87 to 81 victory in the Polish league against Session. They were led on the weekend by 19 points from Nemanja Jurisic. He's the leading scorer, as I mentioned, or one of the 2 leading scorers in the Basketball Champions League as well. James Florence had another double-figure game, 11 points. And also Lucas Zarek had 14 points. As we see, 3 officials, Vasilik Baldini and Rosso, ready to go here in the Alexander Nikolic Hall. So there we see the starting lineup. It is Florence in the backcourt. Julian Vaughan will be the man in the middle. Amani Moore, Igor Zaitsev, and also Karol Grusecki. Make up the 5 for Zielona Gora. So there will be no place for Nemanja Jurisic. 6'8" power forward will come off the bench. And as I say, the battle at the point will be interesting for me. Florence versus William Hatcher. That may well go a long way to deciding this game either way. We'll see Artur Gronek, the head coach of the Zielona Gora team. As we now switch to Partizan. Starting 5 for them: Rabak, Nastorovic, Brasarevic, William Hatcher, and then Kenan Karahodzic. So Karahodzic, perhaps the surprise starter. Number 43. We do see, I've seen Partizan change their lineup before for these Champions League games. Expect the veteran presence of Novica Velishkovic to come in and have a big impact. The number 12. So there we see Coach Zikic, the experienced man on the sideline here in Belgrade. So coming into this game, the statistics seem relatively close. The one thing to keep an eye out perhaps for is the turnovers. Partizan averaging an incredible 21 turnovers a game. Zielona Gora 17.5, so high numbers for both of these 2 teams. They'll be hoping to keep that number low, and if either team can start to look after the ball slightly better, then we may not get the close game that we expected. I mentioned they're both matched up. They both have 1-on-1 records with victories over Ludwigsburg. Zielona Gora with a 2-point win, and then Partizan with a 1-point win. There is Coach Alexander Zigic.
3 men, 4 men Igor, 5 men Julian. All right, boys, all right, go 1, 2, 3. Everything from the...
Hello and welcome then to the Alexander Nikolic Hall. We are here in Belgrade for Basketball Champions League action. It is game day 3. Partizan facing off against Stelmet Zielona Gora. We are underway, and the first possession is controlled eventually by Zielona Gora. And then there's a steal immediately from Partizan, but they give it straight back. And we wouldn't get our first foul to freeze what's been a sloppy start to this one. Armani Moore draws the contact. And we will wait and get back underway as we see Koronek. Partizan starting in this 2-3 zone. We saw a similar tactic from them against Ludwigsburg, but then they switch into the man-to-man. As Florence controls it. Oh, finds a nice pass to the inside. Vaughan kicks it out, and then the open three comes up short. Rebound taken in by Partizan, who will push in the other direction. So Hatcher, the man that controls everything for the Serbian team. He looks to the inside, and he gets it into the hands of Basarevic, and that is why Stefan Basarevic is the leading scorer coming in for Partizan. 2-0 start for them. And now Zielona Gora go to the low post themselves. Vaughan is going to be whistled for the travel. A nice cut from Vaughan. And he was cut off. Just took the extra step. So here we go again. Hatcher at the point. Zielona Gora drop back. And once more they look to the inside. Instead they reverse it though. There's Hatcher. Skipping out. Wide open look. Doesn't go for Basarevic. A foul is going to be on the rebound. We'll stay here. Basarevic, little wry smile. Frustrated he missed. He was wide open. Foul looks like it's going to go against Vaughan. Will come in. Wide open look. This time it's Masterovic. He fails to hit, but then strong offensive rebound. Verbak just takes it away, and now he has it on the wing. Goes back to Hatcher. Hatcher guarded closely by Armani Moore. Turnover. No, eventually won back by Verbak, and there's still 7 on the clock for Hatcher. Hatcher's guarded by 2. Verbak sets the feet. Too strong from him. Good offensive rebound though by Basarevic, and they'll recycle possession here. Partizan. Hatcher controlled, calling the play. Only got 4 on the clock though. Doesn't look like he knows. He fires it up. Comes up short. That's not the offense that Partizan want. So slow, stagnant. Hatcher frustrated. Coach Zikic on the sideline was not the happy man either. So Zielona Gora then come down. At the point, it is the man we highlighted before the game, James Florence. Florence knows this arena, played in the Adriatic League last year, so knows what it's like to play here in the Pioneer. As the kick out again turned over. Second turnover from Zielona Gora then. It was Gruzecki whose pass was a little off. And now Hatcher reverses it around. That's all right. Back. And it is Keenan Karahodzik, which will draw the foul and go to the line for 2. That rebound, good work, Karahodzik. First one is too strong. Second is good. So the young man, 20 years of age, gets off the mark. Zone action again, just movement this time into the hands of Karol Gruzecki, who knocks down his first 3. So into the inside, Verbak kicks it out. Karahodzik feeling it after the free throw. Fails on this one though. Armani Moore looks to push in transition. Moore reverses it into the hands of Vaughan. And now it is Gruzecki. For the foul. Zaitsev Draws it against Karahodzik. So, struggled to get in inbounds for Florence, and he turns it over. Oh, good tenacity. There's an unsportsmanlike foul called. Florence frustrated. And if that is his second, that is going to be a big call against the point guard from the Polish team. Let's have a look. Yeah. He's called for the unsportsmanlike. No. It could have been accidental, but Partizan are in transition. Clear scoring opportunity. So it will be Mashturovic at the line for 2 free throws and a possession to Partizan as well. So Mashturovic buries the second. Just going to stay on the floor then. Brings it to the wing, waits for the screen. He uses it, finds Karahodzik, who's going to throw the high-low pass. Oh, what a rejection from the weak side of Marnie Moore out of nowhere. He gets it. He's the last man down the floor. Cut far side. It's Florence trying to find someone open. It's Moore. Oh, Marnie Moore, though, can't hit. A chance to make plays on both ends of the floor, and he's going to pick up. He'll pull up in transition. Doesn't go. Clean rebound for Zaitsev. And he'll take a couple of dribbles before kicking ahead to Gruzecki. He's nearly trapped. The opening here. Zaitsev draws the contact, goes to the line. It's the rotation from Partizan, not quite quick enough. Georgi Mashturovic is going to be called for the personal foul. Just trying to get confirmation. It was slow to come up on my stats. That is the second foul against Florence. It was called previously. You see the rejection from Marnie Moore. I mean, look at the elevation he has there. Zaitsev knocks it down. 4.5 points a game. 6'11" or 2 meters 11 power forward averages in this competition so far. Makes the second, and is his first points of the evening. Zielona Gora hanging firm there. Partizan, a high scoring team. Always allow you to stay around, foul away from the ball. That's against Marnie Moore. He's the man tasked with trying to slow down the influence of Will Hatcher. So here is Hatcher again, guarded by Moore. Reverse it, looking in high-low. They're trying to isolate Mashturovic down there, and look at the defense of Moore. That's why he has got that matchup. A bit of size that Moore has. Will Hatcher. Some pressure from Partizan up the floor. Traps coming. Back though, can't quite get there. Zielona Gora do a good job reversing it out into the hands of Zaitsev. And now Moore behind the back. Runs into traffic and is fouled, so he will go to the line. Could say Kosovic doesn't really agree with that one. First substitution for Partizan is Branislav Rakovica, who don't be confused by the fact he's coming in off the bench. This man is one of the best players on this Partizan team. 9.5 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. see Julian Vaughan lining up for the rebounds. Marnie Moore made the first and the second. So Moore, that's his first points of the game. And Zielona Gora have their first lead, 7-5. High-low look, taken away. Karahodzik puts it on the floor, kicks it back out. And they reverse it around the three, though. Another missed opportunity, but look at the offensive rebounds from Partizan yet again. Rekovica moves to the far side. They'll isolate the low post here. Oh, but quick hands again from Moore on the defensive end. Moore doing everything defensively. Florence is fouled as he tries to push in transition. And the foul's going to go against Georgi Masharovic. So team fouls means that's going to be 2 shots. The second foul against Masharovic. Amani Moore, he's the man that knocked it away. Florence uses his quickness to be the first man to it. And he's fouled, so out goes Besarevic. The line, Florence. Number 1. I think that may be a Zielona Gora fan in the arena here. Goes 2 of 2. Kovic has come into the game. There he is inbounding. Also here comes for Partizan, big orders Lukovic. Now Lukovic for me was the difference maker. Pittsburgh in the second half, he had a couple of blocks, really just changed the game defensively. In a similar way perhaps to the impact that Amani Moore is having in this one. Finding options. It is Rakovica and he turns it over. Here comes Florence pushing, kicking ahead. Oh, good fake. Florence is going to get it back, sets his feet. Comes up short though. Karahodzik grabs in the rebound. And here is the kick ahead. Velishkovic. Oh, the lob up ahead. Verback throws it down. Rakovica threw the lob. Verback was ahead of the pack. And Adam Verback has the athleticism to finish it. Oh, the other way though. Quick score, Amani Moore. Give us some more, Mr. Moore. He's doing a bit of everything right now. 4 points, a huge block for him in the early going. As Rakovica smoothly buries the 3. Looks so convincing there as the track comes. Partizan trying to speed up this tempo here. Moore reverses it into the hands of Zaitsev, who misses. And here comes Rakovica the other way. We'll stop on the 3-point line, wait for the screen. Big Lukovic rolls down the middle and gets himself a trip to the line. Uros Lukovic just set the ball screen, rolled down the middle. Knew that Branislav Rakovica was going to get the pass to him. See Zaweczki, the first action, the number 35. Will be at the line for 2. First is missed. That is Amani Moore, the opposite end of the floor. Zikic shouting out instructions. Kovic, nothing but string on the second one. It is a tied game once more. Oh, look at the play from Florence. Breaks the track easily. And now he'll call the set. Holds on to himself. Gets it back. Takes the 3, Florence. Oh, beautiful shot, James Florence. So he's done everything there. Beat the pressure. Held on to it. And organised his team to get himself the wide open 3. That's why he's out there with those 2 fouls, James Florence. Partizan getting into the hands of Rakovica. He uses the screen. And now Velishkovic for 3. It's off left. Fight for the rebound. But back once again, got a hand on it. But then Julian Vaughan on the perimeter was the first guy to it. Florence moves the play. Gets it back. Takes another one. Florence feeling it. Short on this occasion. Looked like it was good. Velishkovic loses possession. But he's going to stay with Partizan. So Velishkovic, a man of great experience. My back's going to go out. This is Julian Vaughan as well. Here comes Adam Morosanik. This play, pick and pop, extra pass. Ball movement from Partizan, but still they haven't been able to break down this play. Velishkovic, tough three, and it goes. It was almost off one leg. Velishkovic just jabbed onto his right leg. Looked like he was going to drive, elevated, knocked it down. The other way. Jurashik is in for the first time. The number 42, here he is. Double teamed immediately. Take his time though, step through. Too strong on his finish. The flying man coming in. There's Frank Robinson for Partizan. Here is Robinson. Said he'll have a confidence boosting game. After the way he played in the Adriatic League, the drive misses. And look at Zielona Gora, they got numbers here. 5 against 2. The defense though recovers well. Grusecki though finds the space. So I said they recovered. They just didn't pick up well. They left the one man open, which is Karol Grusecki, and he knocked down the 3. They've shot it well here in the early going. Only on the 3-point line, Zielona Gora, and 3 of 8 from 3. Velishkovic kicks it to Robinson. Has to reverse it into the hands of Rakovica though. Now Robinson will get it back for a wide open look, and he knocks it down. Robinson likes that one. Said that would have been a confidence building game for him on this past weekend. The game against Bucharest, which he played so well. So another 3. This one off. Robinson grabs in the defensive rebound. And that is going to be the end of it. It is as close as we expected. Both these two teams coming in with identical records, and they're going to finish the first 10 minutes of action here at the Alexander Nikolic Hall with identical scores as well, 17 apiece. Partizan versus Stelmet Zielona Gora.
Horse 2. Hey! Full court press! Full court press! And play 5 against 5 on defense. Every pick and roll, we go 5 against ball. Blue level of the screen, make good threat. If you are red, go on a switch. 4-5 pick, we will not switch.
So, got into the timeout to be the coach. Going to help his team. There's little bits of wisdom he can see from the sideline. And now we're into highlights, and the highlights, it's Stelmet's 3 3-point shots. They've only made 1 2-point shot, would you believe, in this game. So Stelmet doing it from the 3-point line and the free throw line. 6 of 6. Highlight of that first quarter, Branislav Rakovica throwing it up at him for back. And now it is the number 6 Rakovica at the point guard position, controlling it for Partizan. Now look high-low. Rankovic is in the number 9, first action. He's another great athlete on the wing for Partizan, replaces Novak. Rakowicz throws it high. Can't hit. Look at the work. Lukovic. That's why I said he can change a game when he comes in. Here is the pressure. This is what Coach Zigic was asking for from his team at the quarter break. Wants some pressure up the floor. Kalati is in, number 22. For Zielona Gora. He just manages to save it. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. Kosarek kicks it out. And then the three. Another make. Zamoyski makes his first three. It is raining triples here in the Alexander Nikolic Hall in Belgrade. 20-19 lead for Zielona Gora. Waits. It's in the hands of Marinkovic. And now his pass is tipped away. 3-on-1. Here they come. Kalati, the extra pass. The foul, though, saves a certain two. And the man Jurisic is going to have to earn these from the line. So, got to say credit really to the defense, Marinkovic, to see if he could have saved the point or two for his team here. A certain two for Jurisic, searching for his first points. He makes the first. Hatch is going to come back in again for Partizan. See if he gets the first time on the floor next to Miroslav Rakowicz. Dual guard lineup. I think that's the most effective lineup personally. Partizan with his two playmakers in the backcourt together. But no, he replaces Rakowicz. 2-3 for Zielona Gora. Open up a 3-point lead here. Hatcher collects it. Gets it back. Lukovic faces the floor. Lukovic rolls to the ring. They're looking inside. Lukovic. Cross-court pass to Robinson. Robinson screens away. Velishkovic waits, steps through. What a finish, Velishkovic. They turned into the defense. It looked as though it had no room. He was going to have to shoot a jump shot, a turnaround, but just went with the left hand. Great look. Oh, turnover, no. Yes, it is, in fact. It looked like Zamoyski was going to get it back. And here is the open through. Three, Marinkovic knocks it down. So turnovers hurting Zielona Gora here. There's going to be their 6th turnover of the game. And the lead back to the hands of Partizan. We'll see Coach Artur Gronek call his first timeout of this game. Let's see if we can listen in to see what he says.
Doesn't matter if we turn over, but we have to stop. Hey, watch for the income. Watch for the income. We have to stop the fast break. And we have to make good transition defense, even after turnover. Doesn't matter.
Luki, moraš da čekaš blok. Sačekaj blok.
Great insight to the Zielona Gora timeout then. Frustration for Coach Gronek is the way his team responds to the turnover, not necessarily the turnover itself. And you can see he just didn't get back, pick up, and Manja Marinkovic just punished. So after the timeout, see what response that we get. Down. It's Kalati to the twilight of his career, but this is a man who's been around. Polish national team player Kalati. A lot of European leagues throughout his career. Now Oh, what a cut off the ball. But the finish doesn't go for Jurisic. Robinson will come down to Hatcher. He'll use that quick screen from Lukovic. Oh, good reach in though. Partizan keep hold of the ball. Velishkovic back to Hatcher. Hatcher thinks about taking the jump shot and does. Comes up short, but the tip is good, Velishkovic. So I said he might not have the statistics to prove it so far in this young Basketball Champions League. But, oh, the steal. Hatcher takes it away and lays it up. Just as I was telling you how good Ivica Velishkovic is, Will Hatcher, the man I did identify before the game, steps up with a quick steal. Get his first points. 6-point lead now for Partizan. Korosek thinks about the three, they reverse it around. Kalate, man known for his shooting, to the inside, but they blow the open layup. And here comes Partizan. Robinson controls it though, is in no rush. He'll reverse it into the hands of Hatcher. They've still got 14 on the clock. Hatcher goes to Lukovic. Lukovic, a lot of room, just turns and hooks. Rebound. Zielona Gora. Now Kalate uses the screen. Zamoyski. There he is again. Zamoyski pulls up for three. Too strong. An easy rebound for Hatcher. Slow tempo from Will Hatcher then. Looks to go to Velishkovic. No clear space for him here. Oh, and he finds the open man. Marinkovic has made one. This time, he's too strong. Zielona Gora live to carry on. Hatcher commits the foul. Remains at 6. Both teams having opportunities. Substitution. Back in comes Karozeki. So, back. In for Marinkovic. Decent spell. Manager Marinkovic. There's also changes on the inside. Julius Lukovic goes out. In comes Mastorovic. Oh, excellent ball movement. Kalate, the open one. Can't hit it. It's going to go to Partizan. So Vaughan was also another man that came back into the game in those substitutions. Making his presence felt on the glass. We'll see. This lead still at 6. It's been there for a short time. Hands of Hatcher, this pairing. Open the game. Now Robinson isolated, goes at Kalate. And Kalate is going to be whistled for the foul. 2 shots for Frank Robinson then. So Velishkovic goes out. Great spell from him. It'll be Frank Robinson at the line, 32-year-old American. And what a career he's had coming out of the University of Cal State Fullerton. He's played in Germany, Israel. He's played in Poland as well. Croatia, Germany again. Greece and Turkey before finding his way here in Partizan. In late July. First a hit, but the offensive rebound. His possession will stay with Partizan here. They'll bring it in from the end line. The rack screens, Maturovic goes back to Hatcher. Now he reverses it. Now it's going to be called. 13th foul. Zielona Gora, and that one's going to be against Vaughan, just trying to get over the screen. Mastorovic hands it to Hatcher. Spreads it out, waits for the screen to come. Goes to Robinson. Robinson feeds the bounce pass in. Shot clock winding down. They're not going to get it away. Zielona Gora pick it up. And it is Kozarek. Now reverses it around in the corner. Kalate, another three. That's what he does. Thomas Kalate off the bench. Buries the three-point shot. It was a great find from Grzecki on his penetration. And there's the frustration. That's got to be in the scout report against Thomas Kalate. That's what he does so well. We're going to have a violation here. I think we're going to have a timeout. Is Besovic. He's charged with the infraction, and it is a timeout for Partizan. They still lead this one 29-25. 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
He has no chance. Koji bi ovdje? Ma što ne ideš ti na ovo? Ovdje skroz bi ovaj ušao, ovdje se ne može igrati. Moraš ustaviš, bej! Hej! Horns 3 u napadu. Horns 3! Hey, guys! Keep on playing faster!
If it's not pass, search to another. But do not make like this on the end. Pass to another. We go short and hey! We go right now, short offense, horse down. 1, 2, 3.
So after the timeout, we are back to action. Kalate just manages to get it in. Vaughan's got some room, but he's going to lose it in transition. So Julian Vaughan, his eyes lit up. He saw the opportunity. But he could not handle the ball, and possession for Partizan. That is why Coach Zikic wanted the pressure defense up the floor, demanded that from his team at the first time out. They'll reverse it around now. Besovic looking in the inside to Robinson, but he's well denied. So it's going to be Hatcher again. He'll go to Robinson. He finds him. Robinson spins, hangs, finishes. Great play from Frank Robinson. They called the play to get him the ball, and that's why 6 points for him. He averages 5.5 a game in the Basketball Champions League, but he's had a strong first half here. Playing good defense on Kalate as well. He is now Gorosek steps back, shoots over the top, but the defender can't hit. Rebound goes to who else but Robinson, and he throws it ahead. Great feed from Robinson. What awareness from him to find the open man. Stefan Besovic gets the score, and it is going to bring about a timeout from Zielona Gora as Partizan have just broken this game open here at the end of the second quarter. There you see Robinson, first man to the rebound, had the awareness to know his teammate was up the floor.
Play just basketball, guys. Do not create right now, okay? When we start in patient, we can have the open shots. Right now we are forcing 2-on-2 and 1-on-1, nothing more. One more time we go press break 3. In offense, we are playing two sides, the length of the set.
1, 5, 4 here. Okay, ajde.
So we saw the leaders from either team. Karol Grzecki leading the way for Zielona Gora. My question is, where is Amani Moore? For me, he was the best player on the floor in the early stages of this one. For Stelmet Zielona Gora, he played tremendously on the defensive end. He added an offensive spark as well. 4 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, a block for him in his 7 minutes, but we haven't seen him. He's going to look like substitution comes in. but that's going to be James Florence. Kodasek takes the 3. Rattles around, and it goes. It's going to be given as a 2, I think. I think the final touch was from Zaitsev there. It's the confirmation we see. So go back. And now Hatcher away from the ball. Comes off the first screen. Gets the switch. Will he try and isolate here against Julian Vaughan? Yes, he will. Takes the 3. Doesn't go. Zaitsev again trying to fight for the rebound, but look at the energy. And here comes Hatcher now. So Robinson, his pass deflected. But let's look at let's talk about the effort there of Stefan Basevic on the offensive glass. And then chasing after that loose ball, dives out of bounds to keep it in for his team. Kalati's going to go out. Zeki, the man of the moment, leads the way. Here's a return for James Florence. He's been on the bench for a long time as well, Florence. Only played 8 minutes as Masterovic goes all the way with the left hand and finishes. A slicing penetration then for Georgi Masterovic. It's all the way to the ring. No, he's not going to miss that one. It's back to an 8-point lead then. Zielona Gora get into the lane. Guduzeki can't finish, goes to Vaughan. Vaughan's pass is taken away by Robinson. Robinson kicks ahead. Here comes Hatcher. Penetrates. Tries to feed it on the little wraparound pass. And it's going to go back to Zielona Gora. Let's have another look. You can really see from that angle, Partizan firmly believed the pass came off the hip of the Zielona Gora defender. The referee said it didn't. So Robinson goes out, and in comes Rakovica. So in comes Nemanja Jurisic for Zielona Gora. Jurisic we just haven't seen anything of really. The leading scorer coming into this one for Zielona Gora, yet to score. Excuse me, that's just 2 points on free throws. And number 42 on this near side. Oh, what a feed! Zaitsev, the finish on the pick and roll. Great pass from Kosarek. There is Zaitsev moving to 6. Oh, hands, Florence, can he get it? He can't, but Hatcher's the last man to touch it. So it goes back to Zielona Gora. Chance for them to get within 4. Minute and 15 seconds here. First half action, still no sighting of Amani Moore. Korosek skips it, Florence for 3. Oh, the 3 from James Florence. He has shot the ball well here, second 3 of the night for him. And look at that, blink of an eye, their team is back within 3. Jurisic, call for the foul, trying to get around that screen. Let's see him just hanging on. Vesovic. Hatcher goes to the corner, can't get it, so it goes back into the hands of Rakovica now. He'll penetrate, kicks it to Hatcher, but he can't take it cleanly to shoot, so he brings it into the backcourt this time. Goes back to Rakovica, and now the inside. Strong move, Vesovic, but then he's turned over. And here comes Florence, inside out. And it's going to be an offensive foul. That's the 3rd against James Florence. So, a nightmare with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Florence has just picked up his 3rd foul. Let's have another look at this one. Credit to Rakovica to know and draw that contact. He anticipated, didn't he? Got his feet in front. Great play from him. So Zamoyski is going to sub back on. Florence has to come out for this final defensive sequence. Back, but he has to bring it out, and his pass taken away. Poor turnover. A chance for Zielona Gora with 10 seconds then. Kozarek will hold and wait. He knows Partizan got fouls to give, so he attacks a little bit earlier than he normally would, perhaps. That's the 4th foul against Partizan. Velishkovic smartly knows his team could commit one. So now 4.5 seconds for Zielona Gora. They'll have to bring it in for the sideline. They don't have any timeouts to call. They've used both of their ones in the first half. So Kozarek brings it in. Successfully get it into the hands of Zamoyski. He takes the jump shot, doesn't go, and that is going to be the end of the first half here at the Alexander Nikolic Hall. We expected a close game. These teams with identical records coming in, and we've got one despite the fact the lead opened up to 8 in that first half for Partizan. They've been pegged back by Stelmet Zielona Gora, and at the half here in Belgrade, it is 35-32 in favour of the Serbian team. So teams will go to the halftime locker room. And we'll see look at the statistics. Partizan dominating on the glass. Assists in favour of Zielona Gora, who've shot the ball well. Both teams still struggling with turnovers. They're both average high numbers. Mentioned that before we started here. And then the scoring by quarter. It is just that 3-point advantage for Partizan in quarter number 2 that separates these two teams. But of course, it wasn't long ago they had that 8-point lead. Pegged back by Stelmet Zielona Gora. So there are the leading scorer, James Florence, with 2 threes. His third. The last 30 seconds of the first half, see if that's going to play a part, because he is such an influential player, the point guard for this Polish team. Averages 17.5 points a game for them, and they will need him as much as possible in this second half. So we're going to take a break from action here. It is half-time. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. Make sure you join us for game day 3 in Group E of the Basketball Champions League. It is Stelmet Zielona Gora trailing by 3 at the half against Partizan. Welcome back to Belgrade. It is halftime here in the Group E game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. Partizan at the half, they have the slender 3-point lead. They've been in control pretty much throughout this first half, the hometown team. It's been not been convincing really. Positives for them, as they did hold an 8-point lead. They've used a variety of players. For Stelmet Zielona Gora, major concern right now. His leading scorer and playmaker James Florence picked up his 3rd foul in the last 30 seconds before the interval. How much he's going to be able to play in that second half, or whether he's going to be hampered by foul problems. Without him on the floor, Zielona Gora really did struggle against Partizan. Just lacks the offensive fluidity really. Without Florence there to finish it off. He went out when they were just 2 points behind, or may have even had a lead, and that lead got up to 8. For Partizan, they've been led by the veteran Velishkovic. He has 7 points and 4 rebounds. Hatcher as well, having a solid game. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for him. What adjustments will Stelmet
Every pass must be with the hands in
make
a
coming into the second half?
Every low post game must be pushing out from the paint. Every rebound and every 50-50 ball must be our ball. And we are controlling the tempo of the game. First offense, we are starting strong. Swing to 3, 2-man, sprint, third, go down, then pass to point guard. Play pick and roll with 5.
This guy come. Vanya, come up. Here. No.
Haydi, haydi, haydi.
Partizan.
Well, we are nearly set to get underway. Second half then. See what adjustments can be made for Partizan. Need to try and establish that lead again. Had a couple of good performances. Robinson off the bench for them, 6 points, 2 rebounds in 5 minutes as he comes off the confident double-figure game on the weekend in the Adriatic League. And the crowd here just not being able to get into the game really. The Zielona Gora fans have been making some noise here. And here in small numbers. They can definitely came to try and help their team. Will be Zielona Gora that start in the second half. Amani Moore back into the game. I thought he was a big influence, the number 4 in that first half, but there is no James Florence out there with those 3 fouls. So here is Moore, and now Karasek. He comes off the screen from Vaughan, and it's going to be an offensive foul against Vaughan. And that will be number 3 on Julian Vaughan. So Vaughan joins Florence on 3 fouls. Down, Partizan ball. Finds a reversal. They eventually get it to Mastrovic, and now Hatcher. Hatcher comes off the screen. They reverse it around quickly. Velishkovic just waiting. And it's blocked. It'll be a 24-second violation. Velishkovic just held it, waited, and he failed to hit the ring. The possession went back and goes back to Zielona. He's got a sec then at the point guard position, closely guarded by Varenkovic. And now Kruzecki, who's a stats leader in many categories for his team. He's going to call the play here. Shot clock winding down. Hatcher tips it. He's only got 4 seconds. They're going to have to throw this one up. Zaitsev misses everything. So both teams struggling offensively. Early stages here. Velishkovic quickly goes to Hatcher, rolls on the screen, and bring it now to Robinson on this side. Much better ball movement for Partizan as they isolate Robinson. 4 Partizan on the glass. Karasek Loses his man on the screen, but Partizan recover. And here comes the drive from Amani Moore. Hatcher picks up the foul. Second on him. Minute and a half in then of this second half, still searching for our first points. Zaitsev. Karasek now comes off the screen, he's got some room. Switching defense and Partizan absolutely on point. Great rotation from them, and then they're going to box out well. But Hatcher is called for the foul, and that's going to be 3 on Hatcher then. So the foul's racking up for multiple players here. Hatcher doing the right thing, getting on the inside, trying to box out, but just forced Julian Vaughan out of the way. The only positive for Partizan is they do have Branislav Ratkovica to come in. And here's the substitution that replaces Hatcher. As good as Hatcher is, they don't drop off too much with Ratkovica on the ball. Saved high, who gets to it? Marinkovic can't. But it's going to be a backcourt violation then. Zeki couldn't pull it in. Frustration. There's a ditch towards the table. Calm down now though, so we are ready to get underway. Velishkovic, see if he can be the man to get Partizan off the mark in this second half. Here we go then. Ratkovica into the hands of Velishkovic. Now he reverses around. It's Marinkovic on the far side. Ratkovica. Go to Velishkovic. 7 on the clock for him. Spins, fades. Oh, buries it. Velishkovic, beautiful move. Lead is now at 5. First points. And a foul is going to be called against Velishkovic. After those first points of the second half, thought he tapped it away. The officials saw it differently. Second foul on him then. Sideline possession, Zielona Gora. Get it to the inside. Jurisic tries to step through. Rolls out for him. We just see nothing. The man that leads the way for Zielona Gora coming into this one. 14 points a game, remember, from him. He still searches for his first field goal. There's Velishkovic, waits, backs it in, shoots over the smaller man in Amani Moore. Can't hit it though. And then Moore will push ahead. Jurisic pulls his way to the ring, can't get it. Moore stays with it. He's rejected at the third attempt though. No. Comes off, again it's Velishkovic. And now Ratkovica with the ball. Comes off the quick screen. Running shot is good off the backboard. So the one-legged shot for Branislav Ratkovica moves him to 5 and the lead to 7 from 5. Quick response doesn't go. Foul is going to be called against Zaitsev. Velishkovic ends up on the floor. Second foul against the big man. Made a big deal of it for the officials. So we'll see it through the backboard. So timeout here in Belgrade then. It is 39-32 in favour of Partizan.
It's 3 in front of you as the ball out, and we create one more time. We have to control the tempo. Now we are playing their tempo. A fast break and quick basketball. Sub with money. You will stay on the court. First offense. We'll play 4 rotate. If it's nothing, share the ball and continue.
Horse, hey! Horse, rotate 5! The check, block! Check!
then to 7. A 4-0 start in this third quarter. It's been a slow start to the third period for Zielona Gora, yet to score in the first 3.5 minutes. Not really come out of the locker room yet. And for me, that's the influence of James Florence not being on the floor. The point guard for them, who's got 8 points, 2 threes and 2 free throws. Remains on the bench. Kalati comes in though. Substitution. Velishkovic to Robinson, and now Velishkovic back to Robinson. Oh, he feeds the lovely bounce pass, but it's just too strong for Mashdorovic. Robinson gives him a little nod to say, next time I'll get you. Now, Kozarek skips it to Kalati. He reversed it into the hands of Juric. Juricic, now Kalati. That's what he does, but she's not falling for Zielona Gora. Those threes early. Struggling lately. This time Kalati puts it on the floor. Has to skip it high. Now into the perimeter, and then the strong drive and the finish from Gruzecki. Gruzecki, great finish at the ring. He moves to 8. Commits the foul on the other end. Ties Florence as the leading scorer, and is then replaced by Florence. Comes back in. So Florence playing with those 3 fouls. Will not want to pick up an early one here. I'd expect Partizan to try and go straight at him. Instead they look high-low. Quick move. Marisgovic turns it over. 4 on 3. They'll find Florence, sets his feet. He comes up short. Can he get there first? He does, but he puts the size 11s on the sideline. Florence gives a little frustrated clap of the hands. Lukovic will come in. Replaces Georgi Mashdorovic. He was a little shaken up after that last possession. Oh, the pass taken away by Florence, and he is fouled. That is the impact that he has on the floor, isn't it, James Florence? Still, he's already got the opportunity to hit the 3 as well. Position. As the next move to the 2. Let's get some back. High screen on the right side. Skips it high, good feed. The rejection from Robinson though. It was the manager, Juricic, on the high-low. He kind of looked over his right shoulder to see if he had the room, and it's almost as though he didn't see Robinson coming, didn't expect the athleticism from Frank Robinson. He saved a certain 2, 3 seconds to go here. Juricic steps back and buries it. He's come to play in this second half. Almost a different man, the manager Juricic. This is the man that averages 13.5 a game for his team. Kubica then. Oh, has it picked away by Juricic, and here he comes once more. Kicks ahead, the open 3. Korosek will take it and bury it. So 5 in a row for Zielona Gora. And they are back into this one again, tying the game at 39.
Pa beži, skloni se Banetu da ima gdje da ide. Bane,
We'll not go 100, we play normal 5-on-5 defense. Chance, box out, and play offense. Every pick and roll, we have to attack. They are playing red. If it's
Go,
pick and
guys,
roll,
go, guys. Go.
Stay. Open.
Kubica brings it down there for Partizan. Again, they open that lead. Again, they've been pegged back. Robinson will kick it out. Marinkovic is in. He slices all the way. Hits the body, but still finishes. So he ran into the brick wall under the basket, but it wasn't to stop him. These points give the lead back to Partizan. Oh, the running shot. Beautiful play from Korosek. He's got the momentum going downhill, didn't he? The fans, Smiles, they look on. Must be happy they got the team tying the game once more. Kubica into the high post, Kovic. And now Robinson spinning his way to a travel. It really has been back and forth. The momentum incredible. Velishkovic is going to go out from Partizan. Every time you think they look comfortable, back come to Zielona Gora. And now you've got to say, Zielona Gora look at the team in the ascendancy here. This last 3 minutes of this third quarter are going to be very important indeed. I just feel like the game's going in favour of the Polish team lately. Since Florence has come back on the floor, here he is. Very good indeed as well. Joystick. He has come to play second half. Play on foul. Partizan to the inside. Quiet from since the start, and now the three. Rakovica doesn't drop. And who picks it up? But James Florence. Coming the other way, he'll control the tempo. But now he crosses over. The burst of speed, but he can't finish over Lakovic. And here comes Marinkovic the other way. Pesaric. Savic backing it down. Goes to the little jump hook, and it rolls out. To the hands once again of Florence. He's guarded by Robinson. Robinson closely guarding him. And now he'll get it back on the perimeter. Takes the challenge three. 5 for the rebound. Here's one by Savic. And now Rakovica. Rakovica looking for the screen. Clears space against Thomas Kalate. He'll spin, get into the lane, finds Robinson for three. Too strong. Kalate grabs the defensive rebound down by his knees. Once again can take his time here. Tied game, 4-1 apiece. Right here, the open man, the roll is an easy finish then. Zamoyski with the feed. It's the easy score. What happened to the defensive rotation? And Zielona Gora have the lead here in the Alexander Nikolic Arena. Kovic reverses it. Vasevic penetrating, but it's tipped away by Florence. They've got a 2-on-1. Florence through the gears, hangs and draws the foul. Just put on the speed skates, didn't he there? James Florence. straight into the chest of Marinkovic. Robinson's going to go out. Hatcher's going to have to come back in. Remember, Hatcher playing with those 3 fouls, as is Florence. Backers come back for Partizan. Trail by 3 now. Final minute of the third quarter. What a third period it has been for this Polish team. 11-6. Hatcher with some room. More recovers, but Hatcher's jump shot doesn't go. Good offensive rebound, but Savage comes up short though. And the final possession will be James Vaughan. Double foul against Kovic and also against Jenisic. Just wrapped each other's arms, neither willing to let go. Foul each man, or possession remains as we were, which was a Zielona Gora possession. Substitution. Seth comes in for Jenisic. The ball then. It's off the screen. Guarded by Vavac. Vavac tries to reach in, nearly tips it away. Lawrence kicks into the corner. The 3-point shot from Zamoyski doesn't go. Offensive rebound and the fading shot. It's tipped home but it's waved away. Took the jump shot. And it was after the buzzer, so it won't count. But that will not take away from a tremendous third quarter effort from Zielona Gora. That's the jump shot from Moore. It may well have gone in if it hadn't have been touched. So that may well be a breakdown from Zamoyski. But at the end of 3 here, Stelmet Zielona Gora have come from behind. A tremendous 13-6 third quarter sees them lead 45-41 with 10 minutes remaining.
Attack out of pick and roll, guys. Put pressure on their bigs. Somehow. Hey, nice it. Stand the coaches, nice it. Nice it. I didn't wait. Hey.
Comes about the fouling. Play hard and box out. Box out every ball. After that, we organize the offense. We don't want rush. We don't want rush. We want
Fourth quarter underway then. Hatcher gets it back. The screen from Lukovic, penetrates, Hatcher's into the lane, but gets it rejected by Amani Moore. It will stay with Partizan. Hatcher brings it in. Rankovic cuts to the near side, but there's a foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going to go against the Joseph. May well got that early in the fourth quarter. Zaitsev to come back. Yep, there he goes. So the 24-year-old Montenegrin takes a seat. Same play. Rankovic screens and then pops to the perimeter. The pass just manages to get to him. He tries to curl off the screen. He goes to the corner. There's Percevic. And now Hatcher, 4 on the clock. Hatcher finds Percevic wide open. Lukovic, 1 tip, 2 tips, keeps it alive, but then Amani Moore takes it back. Behind the back dribble from Florence. And now he'll get it back, Florence. Drawing the attention, and then a foul on Adin Babak. Oh, loose pass. Goes out of bounds. And it is going to go back to Partizan and be on the other side of the floor. Back to Babak. Oh, he nearly loses it. Manages to pick it up. Hatcher, the quick step. His runner, a tough one off the glass to fall. Hatcher steps up with just his 4th point of the night. It's a big basketball. Partizan within 2. Babak nearly gets the steal then. But Florence manages to hold on to it. Finds Zaitsev, who'll take the 3. Doesn't go. Foul is going to be against Zielona Gora. Kukaniuk picks up the foul. Risky. Down, traded by 2. Hatcher. Down to Lukovic. Swing offense they use. Players cutting from one side to the other. We're back. Gets into the lane and an offensive foul. Close attentions of the defense. Zamoyski is enough to draw the 3rd foul against Babak. Yeah, I think that's the well, Babak can't just jump in Zamoyski, even though it wasn't probably as much. He's got the ball, hesitates, goes again, but it's rejected by Lukovic. And then he says something to Gruzecki as well. It's been a placid game really up until now. May well spike to life here. Lukovic gets the rejection. Tells Gruzecki to try and challenge him again. 8 minutes to go. The screen. Zielona Gora just 5 on the clock here, trying to find an opening. Amani Moore loses it. Is he going to get it away? No, he's not. And the passion on the defense from Rankovic again. Partizan starting to come to life here. Moore's going to go out. In comes Zamoyski. Velishkovic pacing that sideline. He wants to come back in. He's not there yet. Hatcher enters the offense. Percevic gives it back to him now on the ball screen. Oh, Hatcher, a lovely fake. The extra pass to Babak. His 3 comes up short. Lukovic pulls it in, but it's taken away by Zamoyski. Zielona Gora are not in any hurry here at all. They'll take their time They want a slow tempo game. Zamoyski for three. Can't hit it. Partizan want to push. And the foul is called against Zielona Gora, against Guzecki. Calling the play. Still they trail by 2. A low-scoring game here. They'll take the 3. It's a tough one, in and out. Lukovic, look at his effort on the glass. And he is fouled. Just the size of Lukovic. Great effort from him. Just the extra size that Lukovic has. Long frame, 213, 7 foot. Fans in the crowd, cheer on their team. Catching Basevic, can't hit though. To bring it down. Back again, putting that intense ball pressure in the backcourt. Zamoyski shovels it over. It was a whistle. We continue to play. Zamoyski for 3, can't hit. Zaitsev keeps it alive, finds Zamoyski again. His finish doesn't go. Zaitsev can't finish. Basevic comes away with it. And he's going to be fouled. Bodies flying everywhere. Zamoyski is trying to chase it down, knocks Basevic over. What an opportunity for Zielona Gora. They had, 3, perhaps even 4 opportunities to score at the ring. They couldn't take them though. Now is the bonus against Zielona Gora. Zamoyski frustrated. He had the good look at the 3 to start it all off. So he'll be at the line. Basevic shooting 2. Basevic has had a quiet one, 4 points, 6 rebounds. It's going to be his first trip to the line, and into the game comes Rekovica. We know both of these two teams can win close ones. They've both won one-possession games against Ludwigsburg. Zielona Gora, the 2-point victors. Partizan scored with 0.3 of a second to go to give themselves the victory by 1, 65 to 61. We'll see Basevic knocking it down. On the bench, surprisingly for Zielona Gora. They might get a turnover here. Basevic takes it away and throws it home. A big score for Basevic, then a big score for Partizan. They finally get the full court pressure to pay. Great recognition, great rotation from Rekovica there. He was the man that stepped up. Basevic got the steal and the finish. And that's going to bring about a timeout here. Florence needs to come back, and he does for Zielona Gora.
Now, we have to play patient in the offense. Do not allow the fast break. Because we make them loud, and they will support it. We don't need this. Now we have to play patient in the offense. In defense, still we play hard. One-on-one. Do not panic. Head up. This is -1. It's not over of the war. We have to keep the defense and box up.
Come up. Catch your heel. 4. Money. Pick. Corner. You legend. Stretch. Let the catch. Can you do this? With 5 men, not roll. But roll on this guy. Make a spin. Can you do that?
This is what it's all about then. Final minutes of this fourth quarter. Basketball Champions League action. We've got 6:25 remaining. Partizan with that steal and finish put themselves in the lead by 1, 46-45. James Florence is back on the floor though to try and control things for his team. He passes it over to Karasek, and now Karasek goes cross court. Zaitsev meets the wall at the basket in the form of Georgi Mesterovic, and Partizan get the ball back. Hatcher finds Basevic, and now he'll get it back before he hands it over to Ratkovica, the pass master. He starts the offense off, he'll screen for Basevic. The Hatcher's going to take the three. Can't hit. Oh, and a good offensive rebound from Verback. It's tapped out of bounds. They're still going to have 11 seconds remaining. The applause comes from Marinkovic on the sideline. He likes the effort from Verback. There you see. It's tipped away. Verback will keep possession for his team. Hatcher takes the jump shot. Can't get it to go. And Zaitsev grabs in the defensive rebound. Florence, the change of speed he has. And that's going to be foul on Hatcher. Is that his fourth? I believe that is number 4 on Will Hatcher. Yes, it is. He does not want to come out of the game, but he is going to. There's still a lot of time left in this one. 5:30. And Coach Zikic does not want him out there. The potential of him fouling out, especially because he's going to have to match up with one of these guards for Zielona Gora, which have been having an increased influence. Konasek and Florence really are the offensive force at the moment for their team. So here is Florence on the three, is rejected. Basevic, a great rotation from him. Look at that rotation. Excellent play from Basevic. Florence just couldn't get it away. With 8 on the clock. Karasek has it. 4 now for him. Crosses over. Kicks it. Florence couldn't get it away in time. He does, but he can't hit. Partizan think about running. Basevic is down the floor. But with the 1-point lead, they take their time. Ratkovica kicks it. Marinkovic had the 3, but instead takes a tough pull-up. I'm sure that's the best decision, but Verback wins it for his team. Now Basevic in the paint, crowded out. Florence saves it before it goes out of bounds. There we see Karasek. Wait, using the screen in action. Karasek pops high, but instead Karasek's going to isolate here. He wants to go one-on-one, gets a little bit of room, and buries the 3! Huge shot then. Lukas Karasek. Second 3 of the game for him, and Zielona Gora have the 2-point lead once again. 48 plays 46. Marinkovic, the step to the baseline, finishes at the ring to tie it once again. Marinkovic, a beautiful drive then. He is a tremendous athlete, great first step. Excellent elevation to finish at the basket, that's what he showed us there. Florence is fouled. It's the 4th team foul. Mesterovic just trying to hedge out on the screen. Couldn't quite keep in front of the quick Florence. This is the 3. Being clearly behind the line, just a crossover. That little glimmer of room is all he needs. Huge shot for a second. Now Florence remains in the game. Kalati has come in as well to add another 3-point threat alongside Lukas Karasek, who's going to inbound. Karasek trying to get it, instructs. Now here he loses the man. Oh, makes him kick it out though. Florence back to Zaitsev for a 3. Doesn't go. And the rebound. Oh, a smart play from Ratkovica. Chased after it, just threw it off Kalati out of bounds. Ranislav Ratkovica was going full tilt, knew that he was going to go out of bounds with the ball, had no opportunity to keep control of it and stay in bounds, so just threw it off the legs of Kalati. Now Velishkovic will screen. He's into the game for this final 3.5 minutes, perhaps. We're back. Finds the inside man. Nastorovic can't find the basket though. Zielona Gora will bring it down. A lot of room here. Kodosek goes to Florence. He'll take the three without hesitation. James Florence buries his third three of the game. And that is the difference between these two teams right now. 51-48. We're under three. Nastorovic reverses, Marinkovic reverses. We're back. Nearly loses it. And now Velishkovic screens. Marinkovic reverses it to him. Good fake. It opens up. Oh, the finish. Velishkovic rolling back the years. The floor opened up for him. And he brings his team within one. Partizan. His pass deflected. Velishkovic tried to chase it down. Couldn't get there in time though. Florence, the trail spot. Going the other way, Velishkovic, the acrobatic finish around the help defender. Manager Jurisic couldn't do anything about it. 10 on the clock then for Florence. He clears people out the way, will attack against Babak. Now he waits for the screen, takes the three, Babak challenges it, but it doesn't matter. Coach Zigic didn't like the defense, but I think that's just James Florence showing what ability he has. Babak couldn't have got any closer without fouling. And it's a 4-point lead again. 2-possession game now. Under two. Velishkovic to Marinkovic. He'll take a three. Comes up short. Babak tips it to the hands of Velishkovic, who scores. So Velishkovic then pulls his team within two. Still a lot to go in this one. Zaitsev sells the fake. No rush though. And Zielona Gora will pull it out into the hands of Kodosek. Florence wants it once again on this near side. He's not going to get it though. Zaitsev kicks it, Kalate. But it's going to be an offensive foul before the pass. Is that Ratkovica, the man rotating down to take the charge? If it was, credit to him defensively. Yep. There you see. It's into the lane. It's underneath the man well. Branislav Ratkovica stepping up with plays just as he did against Ludwigsburg. Ratkovica then brings it down. No rush, Partizan trying to tie this game. Kick it. Marinkovic puts it on the floor. Hatcher thought about the three. Isolated with 5 on the clock. Goes at Kalate, goes past him, lays it up to tie the game. Lovely left-handed finish from Will Hatcher. A controlled drive from him. He's only got 6, but there've been some big baskets for his team when they needed them. Florence calls the play. Crosses over. The defense just trying to get it out of his hands. Jurisic for 3. In and out, and Hatcher grabs the rebound. Tied game, we're under a minute to play. Basketball Champions League action. This is what it's about. Game day 3. Partizan with the ball. Foul from Zaitsev. Just ran over Ratkovica. Back against the words from his coach on the sideline. Ratkovica's okay. And Florence having words. He steadies himself at the line. So tied game, 54 apiece. Ratkovica first trip to the line. He only has 5 points in this one. Steadies himself. Buries the first, averages 9.5 points. 3.5 rebounds a game. This is the possession. I missed it again. Zaitsev just ran him over. Trying to get out to the screen. Kavica then 2 of 2, and Partizan have the lead here, 56 to 54. Verbacker's in, he will guard James Florence. There is no doubt of that in my mind. That is why Coach Alexander Zikic was speaking to Adin Verback on the sideline. He knows there is still a lot to play for here. James Florence will surely be involved for Zielona Gora. Let's hear what Coach Koenig has drawn up.
Watch out. Thomas, you will take the ball. You are here. You are here. Koshar and James.
No trees, and don't help from a corner when he goes. Yes? No 11. No trees. Hey! Ima dva time outa. Siko jedan.
This is what it's all about then. No threes is the cry from Coach Zikic. It will be sideline possession for Zielona Gora. They trail by 2. We have 34 seconds remaining. Kalate is on the floor. Florence is on the floor. Korosek is on the floor. Juristik is on the floor. And Zaitsev is the 5 for Zielona Gora. Marinkovic is out there. Here's Verbak trying to deny Florence, but the lob! What a play! The layup, the quick score from Zielona Gora to tie the game. Well-designed play. Nemanja Juristik gets the open score. And now for Partizan, they have the ball. Behind the back, Ratkovica backs it out. Shot clock to 5. Now he'll turn the corner, finds Velishkovic, who finishes at the ring. Partizan in the lead again. Florence falls to the floor. We've got 10 seconds remaining. The ball in the hands of Korosek. He will isolate himself at the top. Spins. Kicks it. Florence. The whistle goes. Florence is going to be out of bounds in the corner, and Partizan surely just have to inbound to win this game here. Yeah, great work. And that is the end of the game then. The camera work showed us that Florence was out of bounds. That was the crucial possession. The coaches shake hands. Partizan escape yet again. 2 weeks in a row for Partizan. Last week they trailed at Ludwigsburg. This week they trailed at home against Zielona Gora, but this crucial turnover, watch the left foot of James Florence there, clearly on the line, is the difference between the two teams. After the score from Novica Velishkovic to seal the game, it is 58 to Partizan, 56 to Stelmet Zielona Gora, and it is the Serbian team that take the victory here in Belgrade. Partizan dominated on the glass, 44 with 17 offensive rebounds. The three-point percentage from them has a lot to be desired, just 4 of 22. Zielona Gora used the three-point line to great effect, but it just wasn't to be. 18 turnovers and none more important than that last one. James Florence on the sideline. So the leaders, Velishkovic led both points and rebounds, and he was the man with the game-winning layup with 11 seconds remaining for Partizan. That was the difference between the two teams. Partizan doing what they need to really in order to win here in the Basketball Champions League. 2 weeks in a row they have won by just a single basket. 2 points this week, 1 point last week in the 65-64 victory over Ludwigsburg. So we're going to leave you from the Alexander Nikolic Hall then. It is Partizan that take the victory here over Stelmet Zielona Gora by the slimmest of margins. It is 58 to 56. Velishkovic, the star, the only man in double figures for Partizan. He had 15 points and 7 rebounds. He had the go-ahead basket with 11 seconds to go as well. For Zielona Gora, Florence had 16 points in the leading effort. He was superb, but his foot just touched the sideline on the final play of the game as he attempted to get away what would have been his 5th made 3 of the game. And therefore the game and the victory goes to Partizan. They will move to 2 wins and 1 loss in Group E. For Zielona Gora, they will now drop to 1 win and 2 losses. And there will be just 1 unbeaten team remaining as Ike face off against Besiktas in the top of the table clash in Group E. Thanks for joining us here tonight in Belgrade. I will leave you with the highlights of the game and the slender victory for Partizan Belgrade.